take a second. I got to link back up for y'all. Y'all say to get back in the house, man. Okay, there we go. We're back. Yeah, the car killed it. That's my fault. Hey, thank y'all, man. Y'all hit 10K. All I did was tell the stories, man. That's it. Like, all I could do was tell the stories. Best commissary. The thing with the jails is they pretty much all have the same shit. Everybody looks to leave jail to get to prison. There's these myth of like these monster honey buns, and honey buns was big as a bitch. So, but everybody looks to leave, jail and hit prison because in jail they sell, single squeeze packs of peanut butter, single squeeze. Hey, shout out Sandy, thank you. They sell single squeeze cheese. You know, you get to prison and it's a whole different story. No, I didn't train with Mighty Mouse, man. I wasn't into that drawing a crowd of people watching me. Um, New Mouse. Like the dude I just did a story on, David Rios, him and Mouse would like, just straight, they spar all the time. Now it's no hands on, full on contact, but, because you got guards in the tower, you got perimeter check. If you're going to rumble, you got to take it somewhere else. But they sparred all the time, man. But I don't talk to Mouse, so I don't know. I'm doing my own thing. Y'all get back in the house. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Mike. Nah, man, there's not really a big difference in the stuff from jail to jail. Let's co-host and make us full. It's crazy. It took me 5 years, man. 5 years of being free before I could drink, break down and eat my first noodle, man. And reason I said drink is I was drinking Jack Daniels one night on Bucking, and they had made some noodles, and this is, at my house, and I just broke down. Took a bite, and I was like, damn, these noodles are good, man. Like, how did I stop eating these? But once I first got out, I just couldn't bring myself to eat them. Like, every time I would catch them in the cabinet when nobody was looking, I'd take them and throw them away. One of them noodles in my damn house. Chill, Will. Hey, man, much love, man. I appreciate that. I'm chilling, man. Thank you. I just wasn't with it, man. Daytona, Ohio. Shout out Stephen McPeck. Yeah, I've been down to Florida before, Mike. Florida's beautiful. Hey, Texas, man, y'all serious out Texas, man. I actually got a homeboy named Herb, man, black dude here from Richmond, raised in the Jets from Mosby Court, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, Chill Will. Thank you again, man. Shout out Chill Will, man. My homeboy moved to Texas and started his own carpet company and is doing great out there. A couple years back, I went through there. I stopped out in Houston, hollered at him. You know, Beautiful out there, man. It's just great. My homeboy got a saltwater pool in his backyard. This is a dude that grew up in the projects. You know what I mean? A dude that's uncle murdered his mother right there in their house over some money to go get crack with. This dude, but he grew above all that. Started his own company, left Virginia, is in Texas, making bank, man. Like with what I do. I don't like to brag, I don't like to do nothing, but I do good, man. Thank you, Felicia. Yeah, I try to keep it real, man. What happened? Yeah, I'm gonna draw Jay McVeigh. That'd be great, man. I'd love to show it off too, man. I'll throw my email up. You know, the email. That's how long. Gmail up sometime soon, so you can check it out. And that'd be great. I might even get a PO box. Education. I'm not gonna say it's a joke in prison because you know they do have it. They do have to offer it. A lot of what I do today when it comes to building homes, remodeling homes, construction, all that. A lot of those, you know, licenses, certificates I got while I was in there, and I took it serious. I mean, every prison differs when it comes to what they have to offer. But what it really boils down to is you know, are you going to take it serious, or are you just looking for a way to get the hell out the pod all day, so you ain't got to sit in here with these guys. A lot of guys just go to school just so they can sit there and flirt with the teacher or see people from other buildings. Me, I didn't really care about none of that. You know what I mean? Like I'm going there to try to learn something, so that when I come home, I don't have to end up looking at y'all's wrinkled and tired ass faces all day again. I will, McVeigh. I'll do that for sure, Jay. Thank you, man. Shout out Jay McVeigh. Yeah, chill. That's how it is, man. So they will try to convince you, like statistics and people around you will try to convince you that you can't come home and do anything else. That's the fucking trap. That's the hookup. That's the catch up right there. What you gonna have to do, Sean Brenner? That's my foreman right there, man. Much love to Sean, day one. You have to come home and you got to do something different, man. That's just what it is. You know, they think you're gonna go and just you're gonna go fill out an application at Walmart and get a job. Not gonna happen. These all these applications that require you to put in this and that, put in this and that, you're gonna get shot down. Eventually, you're gonna get hired. But for me, I knew coming out, I can't go just jump in line with the dudes with the white button-up shirts and ties on, and they got their applications. I know that I'm gonna have to get into construction. I'm gonna have to get dirty. I'm gonna have to get gritty. Like there is no just, hey, I'm going to file an application where everybody else does. It doesn't work like that, man. You get what you can take until you get what you can make, man. And that's how I feel about it. New Zealand, man, that's beautiful, man. George, what up, man? That's beautiful. I hope to get a passport one day. You know, maybe they'll lift up some of these felonies and let me get my passport. Because when they do, man, I plan on, viewing the world. And I'm going to check y'all out. He said morning, bro. It's morning in New Zealand. See, they tell you a lot of things. You say they got a thing called, you know, second chance. I do hire people from prison. Most of my guys are ex-cons. Most of my guys have been in trouble. They've been on drugs. I absolutely work with dudes. Most of them I know, but I mostly deal with dudes I know or dudes that have been in trouble before because I want to try to give back. And the good thing about it is if something goes wrong with it, I can handle the situation. You know what I mean? Comments coming in fast, man. 51 people in here, 10 likes. That's good. Y'all run those likes up, man. Hit the like button real quick. Sorry the last one dropped. Yeah, Greg, Gary ain't lying. Die hard. All his pictures, it's him and his kids, man. Crazy game, and I'm doing okay with YouTube, man. It's already went way past. Um, Let me stop. That was a lie. It's not past what I thought it would ever be. It's not. Because when I envision this, when I relive the things that I've seen in my mind, the things I've done in my life, I'm nowhere compared where I plan on being. But I know there's more to come, man, and it will be. It's hard sometimes, like with the video I put up the other day, that was hard to put up. That's a skeleton in my closet that I might want to leave there. But if me pulling them bones out can keep somebody else from becoming bones or running down that road, then at times, it's worth it. Yeah, I watch battle rap, URL, all that, yeah. Like, but sometimes this shit gets personal, man, and there's been some videos I've dropped that I hadn't thought about in a long time. And after I drop it, I lay in bed just like, fuck, man, I can't sleep. I'm tossing and turning. Yeah, George, it's all about life, man. It's all about tomorrow, man. That's all it is. Stephen, in a way it is. Some of the things are good to get out. You know what I mean? They're good to pump out your chest and get off your mind. But at the same time, like when you do that, when you're talking about it and you're giving it to everybody and you're being 100% honest and you're being raw with it, it takes you back, man. Like you literally, as you're trying to describe it to the world, you are having to relive it again. Okay, HD. So you over there beside State Road, because CFCF, that's State Road. Is the house correction still there? Did they bulldoze that? They need to bulldoze that old, dirty, rusty ass bitch. Man, that was one of the worst jails I ever been in. Jay McVeigh, I'm Indian and Irish, and what you don't know is that you can't see it because I got lights on and I got filters on. But in the summertime, I tan up. You know what I mean? I look like a graham cracker. And at the time, this was, I'm 40 years old now. You talking about back in between my 19 and between 25, I kept the fresh fade, the tent fade, ball fade with the blowout, you know what I mean? And I just had a reeking look to me. When you're out Philly, you either, you fall in several categories, and they have a big group of different dudes in Philly, but I would come into the pod and I wasn't white enough to look like the white dudes. I was tan enough to look like a Rican, but not dark enough to look Dominican. So they would automatically be like, damn, he's Rican. And maybe it was my swag, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe there's a drip, who knows, man? A lot of dudes are just, Revolt, is your wife white? No, my wife's Spanish. But not Spanish like what a lot of people classify Spanish as. My wife is New Mexico Spanish. Like she's a Spanish woman, but like she can understand a little Spanish, but she don't really speak it. She's born and raised. And shout out, Keith. Richmond's a good city, man. Just keep your nose clean. Be safe. You know what I mean? Don't be where you ain't supposed to be. Yeah, that's how it goes, George. People, when you walk in, as soon as that door pops and they see you come in with those bags, chill, well, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Hey, shout out to Chill Will, man. I don't even know what to say, man. That's crazy. Thank you, man. Merry Christmas, man. And pray for you and your family, man. Thank you. Like, you don't even know, man. Damn. That's crazy. Man, just y'all shout that man out, man. That man just donated $100, man. Like, where they do that at, man? That's crazy. Much love, Chill, for real. Like, I'm glad to see you doing okay in life, and that you're like me, man. You know what I mean? You show love where love is due, man, and that's great, man. Awesome, man. Big salute to you, big dog. But yeah, my wife is, yeah, salute, Chill Will, absolutely, man. When somebody asks you why do I always say salute? That's our way in prison. Like a lot of times you're not allowed to talk, or you know what I mean, you might pass somebody, you can't yell because the guards, ain't gonna let you do all that. So you see them, if you fuck with them, you just be like, what up, homie? You know what I mean? That's your way of saying, yo, what up? Instead of saying what up, you just be like, and salute them. That lets them know that you fuck with them and they fuck with you. You know what I mean? If you salute me and I just look at you and like kind of look at you up and down, and like, damn, that dude don't fuck with me. And I've been blown, man. The fact that I got, it's crazy. It's like neck and neck with my viewers being between the US, Canada, and the UK. Like I never thought like I would reach, you know, I knew I would reach these people, man. It's just amazing to me that it's happened. Like I said, I dream with my eyes open. I told you all that before. If you're gonna dream, do it with your eyes open so you can make it happen. Don't talk about it, do it. You know what I mean? A lot of people, oh, I had a bad dream. That was a dream last night. You know what I mean? I try to do everything that I say I'm going to do. I think it, and then I try to materialize it. Huh? And it doesn't happen by just going to work, coming home, talking about it. Going to work, coming home, talking about it. It happens by saying, this is what I'm going to do. This is the amount of money I need to do this. This is what's got to happen. That's how things happen. Don't let nobody tell you because you've been locked up or you've had something happen in your life that you can't do something. That's bullshit, man. Straight up, that's bullshit. Yeah, I'm a big Jason fan. Absolutely, Key. Like some dudes have jumped in some of my comments that knew me from prison. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Joe. Have known me from prison, and one dude commented on the dude treetop. He was like, yo, he took a dude I knew named Tony and turned him into Tony. These are real stories. I ain't got a lot of kicking. One thing about life is your ass will get exposed. If you're a pussy, you're going to run around. Eventually, somebody's going to check you. And what you do at that moment is going to determine, you know what I mean, are you really a gangster or are you just, you know what I mean, someone that bullshits in the streets all day? It's the same thing with these prison stories and these prison channels. If you're fake, it's only a matter of time before somebody's going to pull your card. Somebody's going to come out and be like, yo, bro, you didn't do that. You didn't live that. You know what I mean? You really didn't. I was there with you. That's what I love about this. I'm always going to be authentic. I don't pretend to be no gangster. I'm not a gangster. I don't pretend to be no nothing that I'm not. Like I'm a gorilla, like I was running around my hood knocking dudes out and I was doing this and I was doing that. I was a street dude. You know, if we had, hey, shout out Christy, love you too, man. If we had issues in the streets, we handled it. If you beat my ass, cool. If I beat your ass, cool. I ran with guns, I sold drugs, I did everything that would put somebody in a position to go to prison. That was my fault. That's what expression is, Angelo. You know, my brother Philly, shout out to Philly, man, Brian Monahan, y'all check him out. Doing 9 years right now for distribution of drugs, man. That's crazy. But he used to always tell me, he's like, man, you got the gift of gab. He's like, you got that gift, bro. He's like, and when it comes to these females, like, you can say whatever, and boom, it's yours. He's like, when it comes to selling drugs, you could, you know what I mean, sell somebody something, they know it ain't what it is. He's like, you got a good gift of gab. And I've had people tell me, you need to tell your story. You know what I mean? You need to, write a book, do a movie or something. And I'm like, man, I don't know nothing about that, man. So I started looking into YouTube and I realized, like, this is how I do this. This is my legacy. This is how I live on. If I die tomorrow, I'm not forgotten, man. This will always be here. It's not one of those things where you see on TV where they're like looking back on memories that got the camcorder. I will always be here for the world. Yeah, and Chuck, I got videos coming up on that, man. And I do. I know two different dudes that I was in prison with that were both innocent. And one of the stories is, I'm still editing on. That's a dude by the name of Jonathan Montgomery that was from Virginia that, he was on a rape charge and his time wasn't easy. Molestation. And after I got shipped to another institution, I saw in the news that the girl had came forward and told that, she lied. And I wasn't always the nicest dude when it came to this dude, especially once we found out his charges, but the girl came forward and told the people she lied. Then we had another dude named Thomas Hainsworth who did 27 years on a bunch of rape charges that he didn't commit. As soon as I seen him on the weight pass, somebody told me he's a sex offender. So I never rocked with dude. I never fucked up with dude. You know what I mean? I never got around him, and that was because off the grip, I thought he was a sex offender. Then I see him on the news one day. 27 years, man exonerated. The real man in the DNA came forward. But it's crazy that there's like everybody that's a sex offender, nobody's a sex offender, first and foremost. The only person I ever met was a dude, David Bickley. And David Bickley, like, he never denied his charges, but everybody else I ever met, I didn't do it. So it's hard to, it's hard to say whether somebody did it or didn't, because nobody did it. If somebody killed somebody, they'll tell you quick. I smoked his ass. I stabbed him up. I did whatever I did. You know what I mean? But when you got every sex offender or anybody with a sex-related charge automatically saying, hey, I didn't do it, then for the innocent ones, they suffer. But Jonathan Montgomery, if you see this, man, I apologize, bro. I was fucked up towards you, man, and for all that shit that happened. I didn't know, man. I thought you were what you were, man. You weren't. Which neck tattoo? My neck is a whole compilation of shit. Like, we'll do a tattoo video one day. Thank you, Timberland. That's what happened to Jonathan Montgomery, man. Like, he pled out and he didn't do it, and they were like, look, this girl is saying that you did it. You're gonna lose. You know what I mean? You could take the 7-8 years, or you can let them hit you and your ass is done. So what do you want to do? His lawyer's telling him, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose, stupid. So you better sign that piece of paper, and you ain't got to admit to it. Just sign the paper on the plea deal. Or you can take what they give you, and you're going to get 20 years. And this is because, let me give y'all a little backdrop since y'all watching live. I'll give it to y'all first. This girl next door was younger than him. He was over 18. She was like 14, 15. And the girl had got caught playing with herself. Her dad busting her, oh, what are you doing? Freaks out. And she's like, oh, well, I've been messing with the guy from next door. He makes me watch porn. He touches me. She blamed the dude next door. They went and drugged that shit. Her dad called the cops. They drugged that dude out to bed and took him to prison. Threw him in there with all of, the nastiest people. Threw him in there with real sex offenders. Threw him in there with real murderers. This dude wasn't anybody that had ever done anything. And after like 4 or 5 years, and look him up, Jonathan Montgomery, released from Greensville Correction Center. This girl comes forward after about, years and years and says, look, I lied. Y'all have a man in prison that didn't do anything. Please don't do anything to me. Then it was all in the news, oh, we're going to give her some time. She's going to go to jail. She got probation. But 5 years of this dude's life is gone. Not to mention what he had to deal with day after day after day for being labeled a sex offender, a child molester. We called him the ice boy because he used to push the court around. We were locked down and deal out ice. You know what I mean? We had an ice machine in the pot. He'd fill up the thing, bring it in. Because the ice machine would run dry in the summertime because so many people would take the ice. He'd come by and fill up, your little cup. And that's it. You get a cup, your celly gets a cup, the end. But yeah, man, innocent people do go to prison. Not all the time, not a lot of times. I think 99.9% of the people in there are in there because, they committed a crime. I lied. I tried to get my way out of my robberies. It was me. I'll check him out, Revolt. How do you can sue the state? What is money? Timberland, what is money? I mean, yeah, that helps a little bit, but what is money? When you've had your whole shit split, you've been labeled not just by everybody in the prison that's taking advantage of you and ran down on you, but everybody in life. Damn, he just went to prison for molesting a little girl next door. What can they really offer you? Like Thomas Hainsworth, y'all check him out. 27 years, man. He's actually on a documentary. I don't know if it's Netflix or Hulu. He's on a documentary. That man did 27 years. They try to give him a job, like working with, I can't remember if it was the mayor, the governor, one of their offices, and then they want to give him a check. What is a check? After 27 years of your life, you can't get that time back. There's no amount of money that can give you back your youth. There's no amount of money that can give you back the loved ones that you lost while you were gone that you didn't get to say goodbye to. I met a dude one time that been locked up so long. The dude told me he lost his virginity in prison. He said the first time I had sex, I was 30 years old with a female guard. I said, damn, how long you been locked up? Since I was 14. I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. Yeah, but what is money, man, once they got you snatched up and doing time for some shit that you didn't do? And then when they do give it to you, no matter what they give you, you're not gonna get a yacht. You'll get a couple $100,000. Yeah, money's not gonna fix what's up here. The shit you deal with daily, taking stab wounds, being chopped, shit like that. It's not gonna fix none of that. It's not. It's not gonna fix the fact that you, for the rest of your life, have issues, trust issues, PTSD. You know, your mom, your dad, whoever might have died while you were in there, and you're seeing their gravesite for the first time in 20 years. She laid in the hospital and all she wanted was her kids next to her, but you're locked up for some shit somebody else did or that never happened. What price do you put on that, man? Appreciate it. Take back the block. Like I said, I'll do a thing here soon where I drop my Gmail, man. I'm gonna make one. Nah, David, I don't still do tattoos, man. I do construction now, and you know, it's to the point. I did in the beginning. I'm gonna show y'all. It's crazy. This is my office, but I want to grab something to show y'all real quick, just to never forget where I came from. I told y'all I started. Watch out! Don't bump the camera, buddy. I started my company. Watch out! Come here. Hey, little man's back in here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, I started my company by. God, this dude's crazy. I started my company by tattooing, and to this day, I keep my tattoo stuff close by. Even if I don't use it, I've still got it close by. And remember, I told you I'd be in the projects. Y'all got to give me a second, man. I got to be a daddy for a second. I love all y'all, but nothing's more important than this. Say what's up to everybody. Come here.
Hi.
Come here. Little dude's a lot to deal with, man.
Hi. What doing? What?
They watching, man. They watch. I gotta fix his. He got his tablet, and it's a big thing to him. If y'all want to click off and stop watching while I do this real quick, that's cool, man. I respect it. I'm gonna always take care of my kids first and foremost, man. It's my purpose. It's my life right here. My 18-year-old's supposed to be watching it, but he's not doing a really good job. All right, man. Let me do some work. I love you. I'll be on a little bit. Go eat your big candy. Come on. Okay, bye-bye. Here.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Now can you do this?
Come. Zay. All right, I'm back. I guess he's part of the line. He's not going nowhere. Yo, if you can come in here, sit down. Come in. Come in. Sit over here. Turn this down, son. Let me finish up dealing. What I gotta do. Sit down, bro. Sit down. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's live.
Wait a second. That's the Iron Man Mac. What's that doing?
Yeah, I love it.
I don't know. All I know is I didn't send it to you. Quickly, let's get it.
Does it make it harder running my own company?
Quickly, follow me.
Nah,
Quickly, get behind
it doesn't.
me. Hold him off.
Like it makes it, kind of one of the things where a lot of people don't, a lot of my investors don't know about my past. They really don't. They don't. And if they find out, that's what it is. But with, running a construction company, nobody's checking into you. Nobody's looking into you. And I'm sure my investors know. They might be watching right now. If they are, shout out to y'all. No, it doesn't affect my business. What affects my business is how I conduct myself, how I run things, what I do on a day-to-day business. How good is the quality of the work that I produce? Am I there when I'm supposed to be there? Am I first there, last one to leave? That's what affects my business. Like, we do amazing numbers when it comes to construction. Amazing. Like, I didn't think I'd ever be this big in construction, but I have. And it happened with ease, man. To this day, my fingers They're cut. Right now they're cut. And that's because I work every day. Like, to this day, if YouTube blows up, I will not stop doing my construction. I will not. I'm not. Because, like I've told y'all before, something came along. And why, remember MySpace? Well, then MySpace is there, and then Facebook comes along. Boom, MySpace is gone. Little man, you got to chill, bro. And then all of a sudden, after, now you got Facebook. Well, something will eventually come along and take out Facebook. Something's eventually going to come along and take out YouTube. I will always put my stock in what I know right here. I love entertaining. Come here, bro. You just want to hog the camera. You're going to have to get up here. But look, we're going to talk to everybody. I'm always going to do what I know. I'm always going to do what I know is going to put food on the table. You put that food on the table. And as much as I like to say I wish I could do entertainment forever, I know it's not going to happen, man. I know it's not. But while I'm here, I'm going to give y'all, the best I can. But I got to be smart. I got to remember where I came from and what pays the bills, man.
Oh, my best friend, Daddy.
He said, come, what they talking about, squads? Why they hating on you? What'd you say, man?
Okay. I'll be okay. My back here.
Let's do it, answer questions. I still got to go to court for it, man.
Yeah. I don't want one. Yeah.
Pimp and Pat, man, you gotta. It's like anything else. You gotta shop yourself. You gotta call around. Ain't nobody gonna show up and knock on your door. You gotta get out there and you gotta pump yourself. It's just like saying, hey, I got a sack of Coke. How am I gonna sell this? You know what I mean? Lasagna is my favorite meal. Hands down, I love lasagna. You know what I mean? It's 7, 8 layer with all that cheese. Man, I can eat a pan. But with anything, you gotta get out there. You gotta push it. If you think you're gonna be a business owner, you think you're gonna do construction, it's just like drug dealing. You can get the sack, but if you don't go sell it, what are you gonna do with it? You gotta advertise. You gotta push yourself. Not only that, if you don't know what you're doing, it's gonna come out real fast, man. People are gonna know. The Phillies, hey, shout out, man. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it, yo, man. Shout out to the Phillies. I'll be back up top sometime, man. It's just my thing with Philly is in the past, man. I catch a lot of wreck out there, man. I got a lot of dudes that it was angry, and I got a lot of love out there. Philly got a lot of love for me, man. Anybody knows me from Philly, Doyle Street, Carroll Street, Elmwood, the 68 Finnegan Park area. Y'all all know who Jay is, man. Southwest in the house, 215 represent. Yeah, and I'm a big Horse fan, man, if y'all just checked in. Yeah, man. Hey, Donnie, yeah. I did a lot of crazy shit when I was young. I don't work out as much as I used to, not in the shape I want to be in. But, I'm sharp mentally, man. That's no excuse. I'm sharp mentally. I keep these bills paid. I can handle my own. I've had a couple situations since I've been out where people wanted to wreck, and I gave it to them, and I came out on top each time, so I'm okay with that. Chicagoland, man, y'all get it out, y'all get it into Chicago, man. Much love, Chicago. Rest in peace to anybody out there that's ever, lost their life. Yeah, man, my son is little man. My son is my best friend, man. That's where a lot of people, go wrong. Nah, I'm off parole, Steve. I'm off parole and probation. A lot of people go wrong because they come home and they want to hang out with these dudes they was with before they got locked up, and they forget about this, man. They forget about these dudes. They forget about the women that waited on them, or they forget about their children, and they come home and they run around with these knuckleheads, and they find themselves locked back up again. Because you know what? Don't none of them love y'all like these little guys do. The greatest wealth in the world is our children. That's the greatest wealth. It's more important than any money, than anything. Our children, the kids. That's the wealth right there. Thank you, Jordan, and salute, man. Thank you for tuning in.
Okay. Where is...
I'm gonna have to jump off of this dude. He wants to mess with the PS5. That's what he wants to do. He wants to push buttons. I know some Spanish, man. I know enough to understand when somebody's talking to me, to know that I'm about to be in some trouble or something. I know enough to, know what somebody's asking me. All right, little man. You're doing too much, man. You're gonna be broke some expensive stuff. Yeah, give me that, see? Now you're trying to get me in trouble with CPS. Yeah, the greatest wealth in this world is our children. You can have everything in the world, all the money in the world, all the cars, all the homes. If you don't got anybody you love, no one to leave it to when you're gone, what is it worth?
I know.
Yeah, he knows.
Why can't you me? Why am I waiting? Yeah, my
Well, look, man, I love all y'all. Thank y'all all.
They don't.
Like I said, I'm going to jump off real quick. I might go live in a little bit. I got to get this dude, get his dinner, order him some Pizza Hut or something. Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
You like Pizza Hut?
Mm.
I got to watch him try to pick his nose, too. But I'll be back shortly, man. Peace. Y'all know what this is. This is Jay Williams. Let's live life. This dude wants to pick his boogers for y'all. He's disgusting. Hey, man. Salute.